Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dries van Hoeland and welcome to my YouTube channel Belgium Comics, the channel where you have to be if you're a fan of comics, sci-fi and of course superheroes. Now today I'm going to talk about a comic book that is a perfect example of a superhero parody. The comic book is called Radioactive. So Radioactive Man is a superhero. He is actually as you can see at the yellow skin, he is a superhero from the Simpsons universe, and I want to show you why that his comic books are actually a perfect parody of the superhero genre, and I will start with the cover. So as you can see in this cover, there is a lot of text. There is an epic fight of two costumed heroes, and I just like the start in the cover. You see a lot of text, like, and all in like these big words. It's the irradiated Crusader versus Obrion, the new guards. Don't speak, don't think. Just buy it and shut up already. An epic for our times, a saga in the making. There's too much copy and too much explanation points on this cover, but much more inside. I now already am loving it. Plus, from the golden age of Bongo, because Bongo Comics is the one that published this book, Radio Man. Well, now let's go a little bit further to examine this comic and take a look inside. So, as for the inside of the Radioactive Man comic, also fun fact, I got this comic signed by the artist on a convention. Now, but as you can see, the story starts off with these two guys talking. This is some guy who works for this guy, the big villain of the story, Backside. And yeah, they're talking about Radioactive Man and how he is a protector superhero of Earth, and how this can stand in the way of their big plan to conquer Earth. But I think for starters, that Backside is obviously a parody of DC Comics villain Darkseid. Now, somebody overheard these two talking, and he is going to his planet, which is, I think these guys belong to a world that is obviously a parody of Jack Kirby's The New Gods, in my opinion, I think. In my opinion, this is obviously a parody of The New Gods from Jack Kirby. Now, he comes to tell that he overheard Backside and his worker their plans, and that's why this guy has to go to Earth to warn Radioactive Man. Now, Radioactive Man, but when he finally finds and meets Radioactive Man, they immediately go fist bumping each other, because if there's one thing we like more in a superhero story than just seeing two villains fight each other, it's two heroes fight each other, because we like to discuss who would win. Like, we like to discuss who would win, Spider-Man or Batman or Superman or the Hulk, you know? So, yeah, that's also a way they parody the superhero genre in a perfect way. Also, maybe you have noticed that there are a lot of splash pages, epic splash pages with epic text. That's also a way they parody the superhero genre. There are so many ways they parody the superhero genre perfectly in this comic. And the last one I want to show you is actually it takes until the end of the story before Radioactive Man decides to know that decides to realize that this guy he was fighting all along was there to help him. And when he finally realizes, he says he's ready to protect the city from Backside in the follow-up, but we see that his battle destroyed the entire city. So there's also a thing they parody: superheroes destroy more, create sometimes more problems than they solve. Now, this is the end of my video. I hope you liked it. If you like it, like and subscribe, and let me know if you know any good superhero parodies in the comment section below.